Hi there, it's Laura here from Get Organized HQ, and I want to show you 4 different ways that I have organized this drawer right here, and we're going to cover all different styles and budgets for you. So this is a drawer in my laundry room that holds all sorts of odds and ends that I need, such as my label maker, cords, tape, where I wrap gifts, some essential oils. I have a diffuser out there, a hammer, and often, I don't know where it is right now, but there's a measuring tape right there. And what I have used is, these are drawer organizers from Amazon. These are my absolute favorite and what I have used throughout my house. I love that they're clear, acrylic. I love how the sizes interchange with each other and how modular they are. So we'll see how, like, this one is longer. This square comes in super handy. And one really unique thing about this kit from Amazon is that you are able to buy a specific size, which is crucial to me. So you can buy this, probably not by itself, but a set of 3 or 4 of these. So that way I can get it exactly what I need. And I don't have a situation where I bought a kit and say there's a hole right there and I can't buy just this size to go in there. So I love that about this particular kit from Amazon. I also want to point out that if I wasn't doing this video and needing to move these, I would put a little bit of museum putty under them so that they don't slide around as I am opening and closing the drawer. So these are the shallow bamboo drawer organizers from InDesign on Amazon, and I actually use these in my Elfa carts in my office, and they fit like they were made for it. I will mention here, this isn't a totally fair comparison because they make a lot of different sizes that I just didn't have already. So if I were actually organizing my drawer with this, first of all, we would definitely have something to go into space here. And they have smaller sizes that are a little bit more like this one. So in this case, I would probably divide this up with one more skinny one and then smaller ones like that. So you do have slightly better, more configurable options. They also allow you to buy just the individual sizes on Amazon, which is critical in my opinion. And the look is just incredibly nice on these. Like the wood look, they're super modular, they fit very nice. And they also, I want to point out one other thing that is a little bit unique to this particular organizer. They nest. So if you wanted to stack them in some way, you totally could do that. They really interlock, so they're not going to go anywhere. Now in this case, I don't think I can even close this drawer, but this is an incredibly shallow drawer. So if you had a drawer that was a little bit deeper and you wanted to stack, or maybe a shelf, you could totally do that. This is the Joseph 10-piece organizer. It also includes this piece, which just doesn't fit very well in my drawer. This one is one of the more unique drawer organizers that I have found. First of all, it interlocks. So you see how as I'm picking this up, like it's not going anywhere. It completely interlocks, but it's interchangeable. So you just pull apart and you'll see how it locks together like this. Now it takes a little bit of effort to get it locked together. You really have to get it lined up properly, and you want to push it in pretty well. And you want to think through as you're pushing it in how to set it up, because I'll show you what I mean. So there, now it's thoroughly interlocked, it's not going anywhere. But if I were to pull this one off, for example, and then I wanted to put it back on, it's very, very difficult to interlock both directions. So the better way to do it is to go one direction first and then the other direction. So I just wanted to point that out. These are incredibly sturdy. Like this is a very thick plastic. You can bend it, but you've got to put quite a bit of force, so I feel good about that. I also feel like it would be very easy to clean. One thing that I think is a little interesting is that this is all one set, but it's different colors. They call it gray, so you may prefer that, you might not, but I did want to point that out. The other thing I want to point out is that as of right now, this is available, as far as I know, in a 10-piece or a 7-piece set. So you can't, like, say you just wanted one more of these, there would be no way to do that. You would have to buy an entire extra set. For me, that's a huge negative because I want things to fit my drawer perfectly with as little extra space as possible. So I was able to fit most of the items into the drawer. You'll see it's not quite as micro-organized, but it still looks pretty decent and gives it some nice structure. I had to be a little creative with these because they just don't have that square size that many of the other sets do. These are Bright Room brand containers that I found recently at Target. The first thing I love about them is that they are the most affordable of all of the containers. So 3 of these came in a pack for $2, so less than $1 each. 3 of these come in a pack for $2, less than $1 each. And of this size, 4 of these come in a pack for $2, so that's like 50 cents each. So the value of this is incredible. These are I would say medium weight plastic, so they're not like super thin, but they're also not thick, and they're very flexible, so you can squeeze them a lot. Now, you could view that as a pro or a con. Mostly it's a pro, because if they were rigid, I would not be able to fit so many in my drawer. But if you're like half a centimeter off, because they're flexible, you'll still be able to fit them in and totally maximize your drawer space. I also love that they're bright and white, easily wipeable, and just look at how much micro-organization I get for just a few bucks. Now, if there were any downsides, it would be the only sizes, at least I saw at my Target, were these 3 particular sizes. So I would love it if they had a size that was more like this, that covered 2 of these. So that would be one downside. I do like that you can buy the sizes individually and you don't just have to buy a set. So I have now filled this, and this is every single thing that was in my original clear acrylic configuration. So you can see that this actually fits a lot more for even less money. Also, I need to make a correction. Earlier, I mentioned that I wish that they had a bigger size like this. Turns out they do. They did not have it in store at my Target, but when I looked online, you could order them and you would get 2 of them for $2. So this size would be $1 each. I think that would make it amazing. And if I had that, I would put that here and I would be able to put the label maker in that size. In this case, I just couldn't because I didn't have that size available. Also, looking online, we noticed that it comes in this white color, what I would call a mint green color, and a gray color. So you have some color options as well. I hope that's giving you some great ideas. As always, links to all the products that I showed today are down below the video. And if you want to see a really cool before and after of a junk drawer, check out the video that I linked below.